in terms of engineering. It's hardly used for engineering. Pi, of course, probably the most famous Greek letter, right? Just two lines and a hat. Rho starts from the bottom and loops around. This is often used for atmospheric density. Sigma, you start here, and tau, start with the top and then put the bottom on. So now let's look at the final 5. We have upsilon. Now it has a rounded bottom. Phi or phi. Again, I prefer phi. Now this is just a circle with, or an O with a vertical line through it. Chi, which looks a lot like an X. Psi, which looks like a pitchfork. And the final letter of the Greek alphabet, omega. Not, by the way, not W. Okay, we don't want these sharp edges like this on our omega. Now let's review a bit and mention some of the typical uses of these Greek letters. Again, we have alpha here is the capital and lowercase. As you see, capital alpha looks just like the English A, so we never use them when they're the same as Greek letters. So we have lowercase alpha. We have beta, which capital looks like a B. Again, we don't use that. These are often used as angles. Gamma, we use both of these symbols. The capital gamma is used in general relativity. And the lowercase gamma is used often as flight path angle in orbital mechanics. Delta is, the capital delta is used for a change in variable very often, and the little delta is for a small change. Now again, although I say typical use here, it's not the only use. The Greek symbols are used for lots of things, so do not assume that these examples hold true always. Epsilon, we have the normal small parameter epsilon like this, although we also have the second lowercase that's used for mathematics in set membership. Zeta is often used as a damping ratio when you look at a mass spring damper problem, for example. Eta, sometimes used as an efficiency factor. Theta, the capital is a little different. We have this sort of bar, lowercase, just an oval with a horizontal line. Often used for an angle. Iota and kappa are not often used because they look just like an I and a K, although they often can be used. You'll see them being used as subscripts, and especially in general relativity, it's used as an index. Both are used as indices. Lambda, both the capital and small lowercase are used. Longitude and wavelength are a couple of examples. Mu, as we have seen many times, gravitational parameter, it's the GM. Nu, sometimes used for true anomaly in orbital mechanics. Xi, not used a lot, but sometimes used as a dummy variable in integrals. Now going on to the second half here, sort of. Omicron is rarely used because it looks just like an O. Of course, pi is used most often to express this number, which goes on without resolution, 3.14, 15.926, etc., the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. Rho, this lowercase rho, is often used for atmospheric density. We've seen capital sigma for summation, and the second example here, the lowercase sigma, often for standard deviation. Lowercase tau is used often for time constant or non-dimensional time. Upsilon we don't see used very often. And phi, used for latitude and other angles. We have chi, not often used in engineering. Psi is used for precession angles, such as the motion of a top, and for other angles. And omega is used quite a bit, both capital and lowercase omega, for angular velocity, argument of periapsis, lowercase omega, and longitude of ascending node, the uppercase or capital omega, in orbital mechanics. So that completes the presentation on the Greek alphabet.